Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. This is Friday, June the 23rd, 2023. This is my surprise afternoon time, lunchtime live. I wanted to go over some updated information about the submersive vessel, the Titan. I just got some more information on that, and I wanted to tell you guys early versus telling you later on tonight. So, again, welcome to Shades 2. Tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. They need to get that they little effects timed right or something. Damn it, it always be off. It always be off by a couple seconds or whatever the case is. And then when you push it, the mute button automatically comes on. Okay. But anyway, welcome to everybody in the bushes, the chat, people who watch this in the replay, because I know people are at work, just like I'm about to get ready to go. But I felt like it was very important to let you guys know about the updated information regarding the Titan. Okay. I'm not even sitting down, y'all, because I be rushing so much. Let me just type this in the chat real quick. Okay. Only got a few minutes to today. Probably no more than 30 minutes for this live because I need to finish getting ready. But anyway, don't forget to thumbs up this video if you like what you hear on this video. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe below. Hit the bell notification to be notified of any upcoming videos. If you watch this in a replay, don't forget to like, comment, and share the video as well. All right, y'all, and welcome to all my new subbies, and thank you to all my subbies that's been with me for the longest. Again, happy and blessed Friday. Man, I hate the way those trucks go across the bridges and stuff because it feels like it's a daggone earthquake. You know what I'm saying? It's a trip. But anyway, guys, let me take this off of my thing. This is up on my video. Okay. Let me check some real quick, guys, to see who all called me. Okay, some annoying people. All right. So anyway, we've been hearing all the stuff about the Titan and everything surrounding that entire situation, which is absolutely horrible. Like I said yesterday, it's a shame. Again, my condolences are expressed out to the family members, the friends, colleagues of all of those people who were killed in that imploding explosion. Okay. And I'm walking back and forth just in case you hear me go in and out because I'm actually putting on my clothing. I told you guys I was doing that at first. All right. So anyway, guys, like I said, I did find some updated information. One article in particular is the one that just came in from James Cameron. I'm going to tell you about that real quick. And over here, guys, I'm never going to give you no conspiracy theories, no BS, some stuff that I'm just concocting up in my mind. You're going to get the exact news that I see in the newspaper. And then I may give you my personal opinion on it. Because, see, I wasn't on the Titan. I don't know much about those vessels or anything else. I'm just reading and just giving you my opinion, just to put that up in there. And by the way, let me go ahead and do this disclaimer. Just for protection purposes, let me go ahead and do that. So the copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Class Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research purposes. The entire copyright disclaimer will be in the description area. It is in the description area of this video, and it will be down below. And it's also scrolling across the daggone video. Also, y'all, if you would like to show support to this channel, you can do a Cash App donation at $Shades2. All of those donations do go to my channel. All right. And thank you in advance. So now let's go ahead and go on with this breaking news that I just told you guys about. Let me switch glasses. So the actor, James Cameron, he said he knew about the sub implosion days before any of us. And I'm trying to figure out how did he know about it. So we can really read this and see. Let me make sure this is turned down enough. And again, you have to excuse me because I am getting ready at the same time, okay? But you know I can talk loud, so okay, I have to turn it down a little bit. Okay, so anyway, the actor James Cameron, just in case you don't know him, I'm gonna have to stand away from the thing because I'm changing. I want to make sure make a mistake and show myself. So this is him, okay? Now I'm going to turn that back off because I know I'm a dodo bird. Okay. Anyway, this is according to the Daily Beast. James Cameron, the director of Titanic, 1997 Titanic, said in an interview on Thursday that he had correctly guessed the fate of the Titan submersible less than 24 hours after it disappeared on Sunday. Wow. And say he then watched a futile search unfold, hoping against hope that I was wrong. So actor James Cameron said that he already knew in an interview on Thursday he had guessed the fate of the Titan submersible less than 24 hours after it disappeared. And I'm guessing he probably guessed it because he did work on do the movie, and he probably did a lot of research and everything. So anyway, Cameron, a prolific deep sea explorer himself, explained to CNN Anderson Cooper that he missed the initial news of OceanGate expeditions losing contact with its submersible, having been out at sea on a ship. By Monday morning, though, he was in contact with his colleagues in what he called the deep submergency submergence community, learning from them that both communications and tracking had been lost together. Cameron said he begun to suspect an explosion, a shock wave of events so powerful that it actually took out tracking, a secondary system with its own fail safes. So he said he began to suspect an implosion, a shock wave of events so powerful that it actually took out tracking in a secondary system with its own fail safes. Okay. He said, I got on the horn again with some other people, tracked down some intel that was probably of a military origin, although it could have been researched because there are hydrophones all over the Atlantic, and got confirmation that there was some kind of loud noise consistent with an implosion event. The director continued, wow. That seemed to me enough confirmation. I let all of my inner circle of people know that we had lost our comrades. And I encourage everybody to raise a glass in their honor on Monday. Cameron said he received the information from credible sources, and I took that as a factor. I couldn't think of any other scenario in which a sub would be lost where it lost comms and navigation at the same time and stayed out of touch and did not surface. Let me drink some more water. Y'all got my morning voice sounding tripped out. You know what I'm saying? Sorry about that, y'all. So he said he told News, BBC News, I'm sorry, that the next few days felt like a prolonged and nightmarish charade where people are running around talking about banging noises and talking about oxygen and all this other stuff. I knew that sub was sitting exactly underneath its last known depth and position, he said. That's exactly where they found it. On Thursday, the U.S. Coast Guard confirmed in a press conference that debris evidence found near the wreck of the Titanic suggests that a catastrophic implosion had taken place, killing all 5 people aboard. Abroad. I'm sorry. Or is it aboard? It's aboard. Okay. Cameron said he had known in his bones that he had been right even before the announcement. So it certainly wasn't a surprising. It wasn't a surprise today. On CNN, Cameron added he believes the passengers on the sub had some warning. Okay, so he said he believed they had some warning that they heard some acoustic signature of the hull beginning to delaminate. Cameron believes that he heard delamination, the process when water begins to force layers of fibers apart with their ears, not through the sensor system in the last moments of their lives. And that is quite a horrifying prospect. Wow. He said it was unconscionable that the company in charge of the submersible mission to the Titanic OceanGate did not go through appropriate safety procedures. He confirmed he never had business with OceanGate and he did not try to warn CEO Stockton Rush of his safety problems, thinking maybe they have already solved it, the safety issues. In an earlier interview on Thursday, he told ABC News that several of his deep submergence colleagues had written letters to OceanGate officials in the past, warning that their submersible was too experimental and its safety needed to be certified. And I was trying to tell y'all yesterday that was the word I was looking for when I said it wasn't even certified. That's what I was talking about. They never did go through the certification process. He just put that stuff together, believing in his own self, and they believed him too. And he was going down there in that vessel a couple times in that. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. I don't understand why they would let people do that without getting certification. That's weird. And why would you even want to go on something that's not certified safe? Okay, anyway, Cameron kept on saying, I'm stuck by the similarity of the Titanic disaster itself, where the captain was repeatedly warned about ice ahead of his ship, and yet he steamed at full speed into an ice field on a moonless night, and many people died as a result, said Cameron. But the thing about on the actual Titanic, do y'all see they never did. Some people believe that the captain was committing suicide. You know what I'm saying? Because why else would he be going straight into it? Okay, I mean, come on now. So I don't know about that Titanic actual story. Actually what was on that captain's mind when he just went right into it, even though they was warning him. Or either he could have been one of those captains that think he know everything, like some men, and then and then he just kept on going because he didn't see anything. You just never know. Anyway, Cameron said, for let's see, for us, it's a very similar tragedy where warnings went unheeded. To take place at the same exact site with all the diving that's going on all around the world, I think it is just astonishing. It really is quite surreal. Now, a diving expert who has taken part in over 30 deep sea expeditions, Cameron in 2012 piloted an experimental craft of his own design on a record breaking dive to an undersea valley in the Mariana, no, how's that? Marijuana or Mariana Trench. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. He knowingly did not seek certification for his vessel. He told the New York Times on Thursday because it was just a scientific and solo mission. I would never design a vehicle to take passengers and not have it certified, he said. That's a lot that Cameron said. You can actually find his entire interview, y'all, on Hey Ryan, how you doing? Thank you for coming in, showing support. You can find his interview on CNN, James Cameron, on the submersible vessel discussion, and hear him basically say all of this out of his mouth. But the thing is, even if he would have warned them, they probably wouldn't have listened, because again, like I said before, I think that they took that submersible vessel down to the Titanic and other areas a couple of times. I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself? And you know how people do when they do stuff a couple of times, y'all. They be thinking that nothing is going to happen. I see this every day on this like dangerous mountain highway. People go up around those curves and cliffs and shit and all that stuff like they crazy because they've been up there so many times. And they think they can just do it and drive fast. And then one day you hear about some of these people going over it or crashing into somebody. It's the same thing. So even if you would have told this dude, the CEO, that he thought it was dangerous, he probably would have still did it because he has so much confidence in himself, plus in that submersible vessel. So he probably would have listened because he was warned before about it. You know what I'm saying? And then he did not abide by that. So I doubt very seriously that this dude would have listened. Because, it'd be hard headed. Don't listen. And then the thing about it, too, the passengers knew that it wasn't certified. So why would you get in that? Again, they probably did their research, too, if it had all the confidence in the world in this CEO plus the actual vessel itself and never thought that it could have any problems. But I know yesterday, y'all, I told y'all about another person who was on it, and he said that they always had communication problems. So that alone would have stopped me from getting on it, okay? because if it loses communication, everything else is going to go crazy. But you know what? They probably thought it was going to come back on, because remember, the other guy said when I was reading it yesterday that communication went out every time, but it came right back on, and they probably thought it was going to come back on then. So I just say, when you get in on these type of things, you got to make sure that it's safe. You got to make sure they go through all the proper things they need to go through before you get on these things, because certification is there for a reason. It's there to make sure that the thing is safe. You know what I'm saying? So why would you be so eager to go to see a wreckage and don't even make sure that everything is good? And then you take your child? I still can't get over that one. Okay, so Cameron said a lot. He said that he knew, he guessed. So basically, he basically knew that the thing had imploded because of his present experience and past experience. He just knew. You know what I'm saying? It was just an ill trip. So let's see what everybody is saying in these comment sections. Somebody said, I'm beginning to think the media has used the story as yet another diversion from what they don't want the public to hear about. Okay. Somebody else said, y'all got to excuse my voice. This is my morning voice. This is going in and out. It's doing the most. I have been saying this for almost a week now. The media drags it out and try to blind us from other things going on in this world. Still a very sad time for the families. Okay, somebody else said the media only reports the information it was being fed by the Coast Guard and other involved in the search and rescue. There is no nefarious plot to mislead or distract the public. Jeez. Okay, let's see. Somebody else said, no, it's not having a crystal ball. It's intelligent deduction, experience in water diving, and based on intel he received. By Tuesday, I was seeing many comments about the possibility of an explosion. Well, I watched a dude on a video the first time. I think it was 2 days ago, and he is an expert in deep sea diving and going in submersible vehicles and things like that. And he was saying he has a degree in something related to that. He was saying that he thought it had implosion too, or imploded. And he also said that it was cold in that depth of water, so they would probably freeze to death. They wouldn't even get to the possibility of oxygen running out. So he was explaining that. So, I mean, of course, we all still have faith, but I was already like, damn, these people probably dead, but, that's crazy. Somebody said in this comment section, if he knew this on Sunday, everyone of importance also knew. Did they hold out hope until they knew for sure the oxygen ran out? Okay. Somebody else said, unless there's eyes on the submersible, all they had was a sound of what they thought was an implosion. Okay. And that noise, that banging or whatever, how can a banging sound like the noise from an implosion? Who knows? Okay. Okay, I don't want to hear about this political stuff. These people be tripping me out. Every damn thing they relate to politics. If a damn meteorite fall out of the sky right now from space, they're going to blame it on Democrats and Republicans. Come on now, y'all. Stop. Stop. And everything is not a conspiracy theory either. Stop thinking everything is fake. Some things that happen out here is actually real. Hey, y'all crazy as ever. Everything is not a conspiracy. Things that is fake, y'all believe in. That's crazy as ever. Weird. Let's see. Somebody said we all knew, the CEO knew before he even launched the sub that day. He knew it was a possibility of not coming back. That's why they signed all those waivers. They just didn't think it was going to happen. It's just like this. Many people talk about Jesus Christ coming back, and a lot of people know it, but since he ain't came back yet, they deny it. They did the same thing with everything, okay? They do that with everything. Don't believe crap until something happens. And a lot of times when you do that, you are too late, okay? It's like people who have they'll go to the doctor, get a warning sign from the doctor telling them, don't do this, don't do that, or you're gonna catch this. But yet they'll go right back out there and still do the same exact thing. And then months later or years later, they got whatever the doctor said they was getting ready to get, and then they want you to feel sorry for them. That is crazy. I don't know why people don't listen. But you know what? We all are guilty of it. Shit. We are all guilty of that, including myself. Don't listen at certain things. You know what I'm saying? But in this case right here, anytime, anytime You're going on all these little experimental things that go out to space, that go to parts of the ocean that you know good and damn well is not safe. And doing anything that's unsafe, you need to definitely make sure you do your research really well. Look at the pros and cons. Make sure that that thing you're getting into is safe. Otherwise, you really are putting yourself at risk for nothing. Because if you're dead, you're not going to remember anything. As soon as you die, you don't remember anything. So what's the point? I never understood that when people even say they're going to do everything they need to do before they die. Hell, you're not going to remember it once you close your eyes. So do it really matter? So that being said, don't do dangerous stuff, because you're not gonna, if you're gonna put yourself in a position that you may get killed, you're not gonna remember anything, and you're gonna leave your family there being sad, like all these people, family members, being sad and things like that. And then you got that 19-year-old boy on there. I'm gonna tell you about him in a minute. I don't know if I read this last night. I think I did, but I'm gonna read it again today, because I knew that little boy did not want to get on that. I knew. I kept on saying that a couple of days ago. I kept on saying that I cannot even rest easy, because I know kids, only some kids be into all that type of stuff. And he did that to satisfy his dad for Father's Day. And now look where he's at. Not even alive. You know what I'm saying? Parents, y'all stop that. When y'all kids don't want to do certain things, especially some of y'all dangerous shit that y'all do, and y'all want y'all kids to do it, don't be trying to force them or make them feel bad. If they don't want to do it, don't let them do it. Because in some cases, some kids know better than their parents. Okay, you can't force kids to do stuff they don't want to do. And it's a damn shame that he made this boy feel bad, that he felt like he had to go ahead and do it. And he was scared. He was terrified. That's what his aunt said. He was terrified. Okay, but anyway, that was some good news from Cameron, some shocking news. And I need to change that title. I'm gonna put shocking up there. That was shocking news from him. That's what I'm gonna say. Okay. It was another story. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. So anyway, now they're going over why the implosion was not announced sooner. Because remember when they said it was hearing noises, that may have been that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about the knocking noises for sure, but it could have been. Anyway, from The Guardian, which I got the story a couple hours ago when it was, when they posted it on my timeline thing. Anyway, it says, after the discovery of the wreckage of the submersible Titan, the fate of its crew is now known, but many more questions remain. The information. Okay, so somebody said, if the underwater implosion was heard on Sunday, why are we only learning about it now? Why come they did not announce this on Sunday? They made people believe and think that these people are still alive in somewhere, Anyway, it said the information was handed to the U.S. Coast Guard immediately, according to the Wall Street Journal, WSJ. Yet it was decided to continue the search and rescue operation to make every effort to save the lives on board, the U.S. Navy said. The key to the decision making is probably in details. First, the rescue operation analysts could not be 100% sure that what they detected was the Titan implosion. So they said that they just didn't know for sure. And so they didn't want to stop searching, and just what if that wasn't the implosion sound that they heard. So, I mean, that could be expected right there, okay? You're just not going to just stop everything if you don't know for sure. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure that that was the noise that you actually heard, okay? And they said if there was a chance lives could be saved, it was important to try everything possible before announcing that and just basically stopping the search, okay? Second, the delay in revealing the information, well, they wouldn't have stopped the search anyway. They would have kept on searching, but I guess they just wanted to make sure, because why tell people, that you think, you want to know for sure that what you heard was the implosion, because you don't want family members being, grieving if it's not true. You know what I'm saying? So they have to make sure, and I definitely can understand that. You have to make sure. You just can't go out here telling the public, oh, it blew up, and you don't know for sure. Okay, just like the noises they heard with the banging, they didn't know for sure if it was the people on the Titan. That's why they said they didn't know exactly. It could be, but it could not be too. They don't know exactly where that noise was coming from. Okay, and it probably wasn't coming from them because they was already gone. Okay. Second, number two, the delay in revealing the information. Okay, so the U.S. Navy, according to the WSJ, wanted to keep its sub detection capabilities secret. This possibly explains why nothing was initially said to the public and why there were few details about exactly what was detected and how. So the reason why they delayed in revealing the information is because the U.S. Navy did not want people to know about its detection capabilities. Okay, that's understandable. Okay, the next question is, how was the sub allowed to operate if it had not been certified? And I'm asking the same question, y'all. That is crazy as ever. Hold on for 1 second. That is crazy, y'all. That is crazy as I don't know what. Why wouldn't they would have said something about that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, why even allow, everything is based off of money, I believe. Because why even allow, these are too big, why even allow something like that, the opportunity to go deep in the damn water without being certified? Why even allow that? That don't even make no sense when you think about it. It does not make no sense. I don't know about other earrings. All right. Hold on for 1 second, y'all. I'm looking for something real quick. Okay, yeah, I have to get my other earrings out. Hold on real quick. Told y'all I'm getting ready. I'm always busy. I told y'all that before. So bear with me. Bear with me. Okay, I had to get my earrings. Okay. So let me go over that question again. It says, how was the sub allowed to operate if it had not been certified? And I'm asking the same thing. Why do they allow any type of aircraft? Or I'm not saying that they don't never that this aircraft is not certified. I'm just saying, why do they allow anything of this nature to operate without the people getting proper certification? Okay, so anyway, they said according to experts, Titan operators got around what regulations there are partially by operating in international waters. Wow, so that's how they got through it. So they got around certified by operating in international waters, y'all. The vessel was not registered with international agencies, nor was it classified by a maritime industry group that sets basic engineering standards. Its operator, Ocean Gate, has said this is because it believed Titan design was so innovative, it would take years for inspectors to understand it. Okay, and see, that's crazy. See, that's what I'm talking about. Humans always doing stuff before they need to do it. Okay, can't be patient. Just want it right there and now. Now you cost all these people their lives. Okay, Bart Kemper, a Forsynic engineer who works on submarine designs, and who signed a 2018 letter imploring OceanGate to operate within established norms, said it avoided having to abide by U.S. regulations by deploying in international waters beyond the reach of national agencies such as the U.S. Coast Guard. So that's what they did. They was doing it in foreign waters, y'all. Salvatore Mercogliana, a history professor who focuses on maritime history and policy, said companies running deep water operations were perhaps under scrutinized before because of where they operated. Now, the next question is, why was the debris only spotted on Thursday? Okay, they said the simplest explanation is perhaps the best. The search team was looking for a 6.7 meter or 22 feet submersible in a 14,000 square mile area, almost the size of the Netherlands. Traces of Titan could conceivably have been found either on the surface or on the ocean floor, 3,800 meters below. While there were several vessels and aircraft available to the team, the search team, the area in which they were operating, and the number of possibilities, the number of possible variables they were dealing with were huge. Okay. So simple. It was just a large area, y'all, and different things that could possibly, I guess it could be at the locations and stuff. Um, so they said the search team was looking at a very large size area. Okay. And they said traces of Titan could be found on either side of the surface or in the ocean floor. Okay. And they said even though they had a bunch of search vessels and things like that, it was just the area they were searching in had a lot of different possibilities, and it's a very huge area. You only can do so much because these people are still human, point blank. Next, they said, will there be a formal investigation? And if so, by whom? Okay, so anyway, they say investigation of the wreckage will certainly follow, starting with the salvage operation. Rear at my let's see, rear the U.S. Coast Guard First District said investigators will first attempt to find out why the vessel imploded. So they're going to find that out first, why it actually imploded. Okay, and we talked about some possibilities. I got to keep on drinking water because my voice sounds horrible. It's making me mess up. We talked about some different possibilities last night, so hopefully they'll get to the bottom of that and find out which of those possibilities actually caused this implosion. Was it a human error? Was it a equipment error, or communication, or some other type of thing? I forgot everything they put up there last night. So I guess they're going to be looking at that first, and then hopefully soon we would know why it imploded. One of my guesses was that maybe when they went down there, the communication failed. So the CEO, because he, designed and all this other stuff, went down so many times, maybe he tried to navigate everything based on memory and stuff, and then accidentally hit the wreckage or hit something else, which put a small little hole or whatever into the vessel. Okay. And that could have caused, the implosion. That's my guess. I don't know for sure. Okay. But anyway, they got a couple things that they said could have went wrong. All right. I said mine's because if they lost communication first, in the main ship, the mothership was the one giving them GPS and all of that. Once they lose that communication, they just there. And so the owner, the CEO probably felt like he could have, this is just a guess, he could have been thinking, he can, do everything based off of memory so they can get, float back up or whatever the case is. So that could have not happened like that. You know what I'm saying? Because again, he could have guided the thing into the wreckage by mistake or hit something else. See what I'm saying? And then when he hit something else, it could have caused a crack or whatever into the vessel, right? And then thus reducing the whatever the pressure inside. And if the pressure on the outside is heavy, is more, then that could cost an implosion and stuff. That could happen like that. So many different possibilities, like they said, a lot of different variables to why this could have exploded. But we will find out. We will, they will find out, and then they will let us know. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. So anyway, they said, I know there are also a lot of questions about how, why, and when did this happen. Those questions we will collect as much. Those are questions we will collect as much information as we can about now. Added, it was a complex case that happened in a remote part of the ocean and involved people from several different countries. So Ryan Ramsey, a former submarine captain in Britain's Royal Navy, told the BBC the investigation would not be dissimilar to that into a plane crash, aside from the absence of a flight recorder. The broadcaster also reported that there was little preceding a precedent for this type of investigation. So it is unclear who would do what. Okay, so they don't know for sure if, well, the British, who is he? The British something. The British, no, the captain in Britain's Navy told the BBC that the investigation would not be dissimilar to that into a plane crash. And he said that it's unclear who would do what regarding that investigation. So, and that's over there. Okay, the next question is, will other operators still dive to the Titanic site? They said it is unclear whether dives will continue through hundreds have been undertaken since the wreck of the Titanic was discovered in 1985, some commercial and some for salvage. National Geographic reports that a British firm, Deep Ocean Expedition, was among the first to sell tickets in 1998, and it was still running dives in 2012. The magazine said the Los Angeles-based firm Bluefish also ran dives, while another British-based company, Blue Marble, sold tickets in 2019. The tragic the tragic dive undertaken by Ocean Gate was one of the 18 was one of the 18 the company said it had planned for this year, with operation having also been carried out in the 2 previous years. I told y'all before, they went down there before. One last year. I don't know how many last year, but I know they did it last year. And then I think the year or the year before that, they did it. Okay, so this wasn't his first time going there. I don't know why people keep on saying that. Okay, wait a minute, y'all. Yeah, this wasn't their first time doing this. It's that something happened, and it probably was a human error. I don't know though for sure. And I can't wait to find out. Okay, and so I think that was all the questions that they asked. Okay, regarding that, and I just told y'all, some of the answers to those questions. Now let me check these comments real quick. Here we go with these presidents again. Let me go down. Okay, so somebody said, what do you do? The Navy tells you that they heard something, which might be an implosion, but they can't say for sure. Would you just give up? Okay, let's see. Or would you continue search and rescue effort until no reasonable possibility of a rescue was left, or till you have proof of what happened? Somebody else said exactly. They just can't go by what they think it is. They need proof. And that's the same thing I said. You just can't go by what you think it is. You don't know for sure and just give up and start telling these people, family members, that they are dead. You can't do that. It's like if you have a child missing, right? And they can't find the child. They're not gonna just run to the parent and say the child is dead. They're gonna continue on looking until they know for sure. So they did basically the same thing with this with this Titan. They thought maybe that's if the implosions, they heard an implosion sound, possibility of an implosion sound, but they didn't know for sure if it was that, and they definitely didn't know if it was the Titan. Because one thing, they wasn't finding any type of evidence that support what they thought. So I can understand why they did not say, come out to the public and tell it, tell everybody that. I can understand why they didn't do that, y'all. I really can. I can't understand why they don't require people to have certification in every country. Okay, I can't understand that because it's not safe. It's just not safe, and that shows how many times must we do things without doing it properly, and then people get killed for us to keep on, you know, cutting corners and shit, and operating in foreign waters, foreign lands, so we won't go through certain things. You know, that's crazy. And as a consumer, though, I don't know what's wrong with these people because I'm telling you straight up, I would have got in that mess. You got to be certified. First of all, I don't have no reason why I would want to see that wreckage. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, if I was into that, I would make sure that everything was done, all the certification, make sure it's safe. You know what I'm saying? And for me, anytime you got to sign all those damn waivers, I'm thinking already. You know what I'm saying? Shit. That's why I don't believe in having operations and stuff unless it's extremely important. Because I don't like signing all those forms. Because to me, then right then and there, that your ass could die. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, 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 no. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. Okay, let's see what else some people said. Um, Bill said because even though the U.S. Navy knew it when it detected the implosion on Sunday afternoon, I'm not gonna see. Anytime somebody start putting politics in this stuff, I'm not even gonna read it. Bill was talking okay until he started bringing in politics. This has nothing to do with no politics. I don't know why these weirdos we keep on talking about all these different presidents and stuff. Anyway, let's see what else. Somebody else said, I think they did the right thing waiting. That would really suck for the families if they said, oh, it imploded and they are all dead, only to have them show up at some point. If that did happen, how would you explain that? Better to wait and make 100% sure it imploded before looking like idiots to the rest of the world. Just saying. Okay, somebody else said, why? Because of the Navy's secret listening device that you're not supposed to know about. That's one reason. The other is that they told the Coast Guard about it, and from there, the press made up a story that they are lost due to the fact that Ocean Company didn't inform the problem till 8 hours later, and that there is still hope for them. That's why. So I didn't even know that. So the Ocean Gate Company did not let people know until 8 hours. But you know what? They probably didn't let them know because they knew they effed up. Okay, they knew they effed up. They knew they should have got certified by the USA. Okay, they knew that they effed up. Okay, so and plus they probably was hoping that they were going to find them. They didn't want it to get out to the public. You know what I'm saying? And then they're going to look like they look now. You know how people do. They do that throughout everything. People will not tell the truth about stuff because they're scared about what people are going to think, or they don't tell people stuff because they're scared about what people are going to think. Same thing this company did, y'all. The same thing. They didn't tell nobody because they didn't want people to be thinking that they put them people down there in an unsafe vessel. Okay. And they also believe might have believed that they were going to find them. And I don't believe that they thought the thing imploded. I don't know for sure, but they probably thought they could find them. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Okay, let's see what else. Somebody say innovative. I think flawed would be a more accurate assumption. There's nothing innovative about something that implodes into a stumped on beer can. Had to happen sooner or later due due to stress. I wouldn't think something could continue to handle that kind of pressure too many times, no matter what it is made of. I figure five became one in a split second, and hopefully no pain was involved. Sucks either way you look at it. Sucks either way you look at it. He made me telling the truth right there. You know, I didn't even think about that. If the thing went down to the ocean a couple times, it could have had started wearing out as well. Even though you would think that they probably looked at it and upgraded things as needed. Let's see. Somebody said, sounds like some people are in big trouble over this. Somebody else said, I can't believe that they searched over 14,000 square kilometers and it was right near the Titanic. Shaking my effing head. Somebody else said it imploded 16,000 feet in front of the boat of the Titanic. So it wouldn't have been in one piece to be recognizable. Okay. So that was clarified. All right. Okay. So yeah, let's see what else these people are saying. So let's see. Let me read his real quick, and that's going to be the last comment. Okay, because it's already 11:45. James Cameron, the director of the movie Titanic, has been diving himself for decades. He's knowledgeable and experienced and has many friends in the ocean exploration industry. Cameron knew that all was lost by Monday evening. I understand people wanted evidence and confirmation, but there is no reason that the authorities waited this long to make the news public. The sub and its passengers were lost not too long after the sub lost communication and navigation. This means they were dead by Sunday night. What a coaster for the families involved. Ocean Gate needs to be permanently shut down due to their recklessness, negligence, and arrogance. 5 people are gone. And you know what? He wrote the most intelligent comment that I have read. Okay, he's 100% right, and I agree with that completely. It's a shame that they felt like their vessel was so innovative that they went around getting certification. Okay, they use international waters versus the waters of the United States of America because they wanted to avoid the certification process. Okay, so eager, so much arrogance that they thought nothing could possibly happen like this. So they just went on about with their business, letting people go down there numerous times, more than one, more than two, until last Sunday, when everything just blew up in smoke. I think it's very disgusting. I think it's very sad that society today thinks more about the money they can make and something being so brilliant that they just lose their damn mind. Don't get the proper things they need to do, in order to make sure things are safe before they let people be in it. It's a damn shame. And they really do need to be closed down. That's ridiculous. 5 people lost their lives. 5, including the 19-year-old little boy. And I'm going to also say about people too. We can't be wanting to do something so bad that we do things in take rides in things that are not certified, or don't have the proper certification because we want to do something. We can't do this. We can't. We need to make sure everything is up to par, because even things that have been up to par, sometimes accidents happens. But at least if something is certified and checked, they're going to follow guidelines more. They're going to do what is necessary to make sure that whatever you're getting into or whatever you haven't done is safe. Out of all those people, I feel really sad about the 19-year-old boy, because he did not want to go. He was terrified, according to his aunt. I read that last night. He was scared. He yet went because he wanted to make his father happy for Father's Day. Parents, we can't be forcing our kids to do things, especially dangerous things, because we want to do it or we want our child to do it with us. Don't do that. This young dude, 19 years old, lost his whole life because of what his parent wanted him to do. To me, y'all, that's a sad situation. So that's going to be it regarding the Titan discussion, unless I get some more updated news. And then I'll come back over the weekend and tell you guys about it. Hopefully not with this voice of mine doing all this weird stuff. I'm going to try to come back tonight to do that live. We're going to talk about tonight. I'm going to go ahead and cover this subject that Miss Brown wanted me to cover regarding women calling the police on men over silly things. Okay, and other things happen from that. Also, I'm going to talk about how sometimes a woman do need to call the police on men when they are physically assaulting them. Okay, I'm going to say it again, and I've said it before. Any man that hits a woman, unless it's self-defense, you're not a man. You're a coward. Why are you fighting a woman who is weaker, lesser than you? Y'all, when that incident happened last night, the person I was talking to on the phone thought I was going to get out the phone. Get out of the car and go off. No. First of all, the boy is 16, 17. Even if he was 15, he still probably is stronger than me. Okay? I'm not finna go out here and on no child and these little kids will fight you. Are you crazy? No, I was going to tell him to wipe the stuff off my car and tell him not to do this, even though I was mad. I was going to let him know that I was mad. Don't do that, because the next time he do it, he may get something else happen to him, not a talk. You know what I'm saying? So anytime a dude, unless it's self-defense or he got the popper because she abusing the kids, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, you don't put your hands on a woman, okay? Point blank. If she's hitting you, you get away from that lady. You put her ass out. The same energy you take to hit her, use that same energy and put her out. Like my son did his ex. That is not a man, y'all. I'm sorry. So tonight we're going to discuss that. And I'm going to talk about when it's time when it's time to actually call the police. Okay, point blank. Men, y'all stop whining around here about these women doing this stuff when you guys, some of you guys are making these women call the police. All right. And the women that just like to call police for no apparent reason, y'all need to cut that shit out. Like I said, I'm gonna tackle both sides of the issue. So be back tonight at 7:35. If I be at 8, you know why? Because I'm not out here where I live at. I'm in a whole different area. So be patient. Now, if I get back too late, then I'll do that topic tomorrow. Okay. Other than that, y'all, I got 2 stories I'm gonna tell you about. One is about a man beating a woman during a brawl on a Carnival cruise ship. Another one is where man beat his, I don't know, girlfriend, wife until she died. Okay, so I don't want to hear about don't call the police on these damn men who like to fight women. Y'all stupid if y'all don't. Okay, and that's why his ass is always hitting you and beating your butt. Okay, and that's on everything. If you don't want somebody to call the police on your ass, then don't be putting your hands on people. That's crazy. But anyway, we're going to discuss that later on tonight, y'all. I'm about to get out of here. Thank you so much for tuning into Shades Tube. Don't forget to thumbs up this video. If you like the information you heard, hit the bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming video. And subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Leave a comment if you watch this in the replay. Thanks to everybody who kept on coming in and out in the bushes. Thanks to everybody who watched this just in the replay. And y'all, have a good afternoon or good evening, whatever time it is on your coast. And have a good Friday. And I'll see you guys later on tonight at 7:35 Pacific Standard Time. If I don't come on tonight, I will be back on Saturday. It depends on what time I get back. All right? Other than that, y'all take care and enjoy your rest of your Friday, y'all. Peace out. And again, excuse this morning voice of mine. All right? Yeah, my bloopers. All right? Take care, y'all. See you later. I'm on it. That video coming in while I'm doing this thing. What is I can do?